trucks, they like put conversions into the electric insurance, so that they want to mount it on the block.
Yeah.
You think our lift pump?
Something with the wiring.
You want to just crack the pressure line and see if it's squirting?
Yeah.
Just do that.
They're loose. See that? They're loose, and that connector nuts are moving too. So.
This guy's got everything disconnected on this.
Yeah, this thing's a mess.
That was tight.
That one's tight.
Behind me is an experiment.
What up? Good morning.
I want to explain to you guys.
I gotta go make my cup of coffee here real quick. I just got out of the shower and shit like that.
Vehicles come into the shop, they've been wrecked, they've been
I got coffee out there. Just gotta go make a
So
cup.
this car behind me is duct taped together. Literally, every panel, every piece has been removed from this car and reattached with duct tape. And in today's video, this car is going to be ran through the paces to see.
Doug, Brandon, Sandwich, good morning. Didn't put no deodorant on yet. There you go. I've been up for a good hour and a half already. Took a shower. While I was taking a shower, I had while I was taking a shower, I cleaned the shower. Got some good old SOS powder and good old green Scotch-Brite and scrubbed the shit out of the shower while I was in there. Gave it a good cleaning. The tub part of the shower needs to be done still. I didn't do the tub part. I did do the shower walls and everything on all the little shelves and shit. What do you want? Oh, the phone's ringing. getting a lot of hair in the mouth lately. She's driving me crazy. Oh, I don't know. Somebody trying to sell some shit. Keep getting these calls saying something like, oh, $100,000 on the house or some shit still. And my mom feels the need to sit there and explain to them why she don't, because the house is paid off. And I'm like, it's a fucking bunch of scammers. Don't even fucking talk to them. Just hang up. Stop explaining to these fucking people. Why do you think they keep calling? Because you are too willing to sit there and fucking talk to them. Stop talking to them. Are you that desperate for fucking attention? You talking to the fucking phone scammer? You know what I mean? That fucking desperate.
Welcome back, controllers. I'm in Polk County, the city of Bartow, Florida, here to exercise my rights peacefully inside the...
Still no new bathroom. No. Thank God.
Like this one.
But my mom has this interest in looking into some equity on the house, see what kind of money she can get. But and I don't think she's really taking into consideration the money that you get. You got to pay back. You're 70 years old. You know what I mean? I don't think she's really thought that far ahead. I mean, I could see maybe going and getting a $5,000 loan or whatever and go buying a vehicle or some shit, you know what I'm saying? But beyond that, to go get any money, you know what I mean, based on the equity or a loan on the house or whatever, that's just dumb.
It was very, very frustrating because people believe that, hey, you know what, if my bumper falls off, we're just going to reattach it with duct tape. And then you know what it does? It leaves residue. In this video, the residue doesn't matter. Broken windshield, it's fixed. Crack stopped. Can't even tell it's broken. Doors falling off.
Yeah, they don't fucking stop, dude.
Can't even tell it happened. No window.
I've been rude with many of them.
Fixed. Duct tape back together. Tail light broken or falling out. Huh. Put a little caution tape on it. Fixed. Can't even see this tail light. Camouflage. Where'd the tail light go? It's hiding. You're right, it is gone. This duct tape obviously wasn't enough.
I don't think it was a Robert from Microsoft. I think it was one of them fucking home equity fuckers or some shit. Sounded like an older white guy.
In case of emergencies, have a case of duct tape in your trunk. Mirror falling off? No problem. When you got a roll of duct tape, you can fix anything.
I'm home alone today. Everybody took off to the zoo.
We're going to be running this through a rigorous set of tests today and see how well duct tape will actually.
Mom and Rhonda went with Sue to go to the
See
zoo.
when I get back.
Bye.
Well, you see, Debbie wants to try something.
We just need to find a car that runs and drives.
Smells like cat pee. Has a bunch of cat hair.
I ain't telling her to get anything. She's gonna do the opposite of anything I tell her anyways.
Nothing.
Is it a new song?
I can tell her the right things to do, and she will do the wrong things out of spite. Just because it was me telling her what to do.
You put it on that one. You click OK.
Even if it's the right thing to do. That's kind of woman I deal with my mom.
No, that's saying something's wrong.
It's very frustrating, actually. It's quite childish, too.
Okay.
Nothing.
You click OK. There you go.
Now go. Go ahead and rod me off.
Yeah.
I think that's weird that anytime anybody hears the name BigMike, that's where they go to. They take it straight to a political Obama thing. I'm 45 years old. I was BigMike before fucking you knew about who BigMike was.
Doesn't have a cat. That's because there's no cats in it.
Motherfucker's got that what is it? Political derangement syndrome. Political derangement syndrome the motherfuckers got with that shit. Fucking sick. Sick in the head. All these years later, and y'all are still sick in the head of some fucking Obama shit. Hey, Jock, good morning.
Tape brand or Gorilla Tape brand?
Yeah, we've never heard that before.
Taping a car not together, not fluorescent. That's what I said. Should we stick with duct tape brand? Original. How many rolls do you need? A lot? Sure.
You're asking questions I don't know
I feel like we need to get caution tape too, so they know that we're safe.
the answer to this question. This not?
I don't know. You're the one that's buying the ship.
No, not tape.
Coffee and smoking? We haven't got to the smoking part yet.
Absolutely.
I do got one ready. I did take a shower and I cleaned my shower today.
What are we doing with all this duct tape?
I scrubbed her real good with the green Scotch Brite
So what we're gonna
and
do
some
is
SOS
first
powder.
that to the-
First, I sprayed a bunch of kaboom on it,
see how it
let it
works.
sit for,
If
while I
it's
took a
not
shit,
good, then
and then I
we'll
took
let it
hopped in the shower
add some more duct tape.
with my Crocs on, and then a green Scotch Brite, some SOS powder, and went to town on it.
Cars that come into the shop all the time that are done.
200 subs? Sick.
So,
Do any of you guys clean your shower while you take a shower?
I wonder how much duct tape would hold the whole car together.
Get in there with the green Scotch Brite, some scrubby, and go to town while you take a shower.
We're gonna test.
And no other place better to test it than
It's the best time to clean your shower, isn't it?
I'm always worried about a lot of things, so.
Yeah, I like my safety, other people's safety.
I scrubbed the toilet and shit really good the other day, and wiped down the bathroom sink and the mirrors and all that shit the other day too. A few days back. Mom's like, "Oh, did you clean the shower too?" I was like, "No, I did the rest of it." She says, "You can clean the frickin' shower." Needless to say, I still ended up having to clean the shower.
Yeah, I think that, like, the fix for everything is duct tape. And I think
That's what I say. That's the best time.
You can fix a lot of things with duct tape and vinegar.
Clean the shower, pee. Everybody pees in the shower, don't they?
A lot of confidence there.
I am. I'm confident.
Can you imagine being a chick and have to get out of the shower to take a pee and have to sit on a slippery toilet seat?
You're even
Ain't nothing more uncomfortable than trying to sit on a toilet seat with a wet ass.
Yeah, one thing if using it for an actual race car, we need all that stuff back on.
Kind of dangerous too.
Experimental.
You know what I mean? Go to lean forward or some shit, wipe the ass, and then like fall off and get stuck between the wall and the
It's
turtlet.
not having a good day.
That would
We
suck.
didn't get it to start. We were gonna use that one first.
That's our test dummy. We need the battery. Battery's so bad in the junk box.
Yeah, literally, you have to come in with like this duct taped on, with the windows duct taped up. There was that Bronco that had like the roof rack taped on. Do you think the duct tape could?
Oh,
could
shit.
the tire?
You patch a tire with
I've
actually tried that.
Oh.
You did it wrong. He's doing things wrong.
First, you got a good one.
No.
Look at that, brand new.
Look, it's even got a broken bumper.
She like Spam? Hell yeah, Spam's that shit. Dude, when you look at the ingredients on Spam and shit,
Very important.
I think we did.
you know, I ain't gonna sit here and tell you that Spam's healthy. But when you look at the ingredients to Spam, this other processed meats like that, Spam has got the least amount of ingredients, which de facto makes it healthier than your fucking hot dog.
We don't need
You know what I'm saying?
stuff.
That stuff would have held the whole car together really, really early in the video to be already having doubt.
Fixing to back that rig in there.
Wait. One thing you said, you told me you don't like my attitude. Well, you're starting to have that same attitude. This is gonna work.
We can't use the T-Rex duct tape because that is not.
Yeah, 5 ingredients. Ain't that something? Think about that. The only thing that really makes it not good for you is the fact that it's high in sodium typically. And, you know, the nitrates that they use for the preservatives, but they put nitrates in fucking hot dogs, your bacon, your fucking sausage, your bologna, You know what I'm saying? So you get the low sodium. That's what I get. I get low sodium Spam. He nailed it though, didn't he? He backed her right in there. I could have done that. I'm actually pretty good at backing a trailer up. The longer the trailer, the easier it is to back up, in my opinion. Yeah, if you don't eat fried Spam, there's something wrong with you for sure. Thank God for World War II, or we would have never had Spam. Think about that. Or we may not have had Spam, or we'd at least had to wait longer for it or something, you know what I'm saying? Man, look how nice that yard fucking is. One person's already complimented Mom on how nice the yard looked. Of course, they didn't compliment me. I told her, I said, you made sure to tell them that I did that, right? You told them I do that every year, right? No, I didn't get that far. No, go figure. Look at how nice it is. Proud of my clean yard. How am I a bee killer for cleaning my yard? I don't get it, dude. I like there's a bunch of flowers and shit out there. When you talk about like the bumblebees that hibernate under the leaves and shit like that. They were under the leaves? Oh, not. There's not that many bees around here. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, certain bees will hibernate underneath the leaves and shit, but most of those bees that do that are kind of like bees that live in small colonies and don't make a lot of honey. I guess they do the pollinate though, you know. All bees pollinate. No bees were harmed in the raking of that yard. There wasn't no bees in it. There was bees hiding under them leaves. I'd have noticed some. I've never noticed a bee. But I know what you're saying. Some bees do hide under them and hibernate. There's plenty of leaves all over the other parts of the yard, or there might have been some, maybe like in the backyard. But yeah, I know what you're saying now about the whole bees under the leaves things. If there'd have been like bees underneath a bunch of leaves in my yard, I'd have noticed them all raking them. You know what I'm saying? Actually. Cool. What up? Cool's Wizard. What up? We got another wizard. A Cool's Wizard. Sick. No wizard on wizard crime here. We don't want to see you two stick fighting. We don't want to see you guys fight with your magic wands. Missed the spot? Shut the fuck up. The video doesn't know justice, though. If you was to walk by my house, Brandon, you'd appreciate it. You being a landscaper, you'd look over and you'd be like, damn, they already cleaned that yard up this spring? Sick. Looks better than the Richie neighbors next door. I know that. And that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? My yard looks better than the rich neighbor next door. And that's all that fucking matters. You feel me? So I was doing some math yesterday, and I didn't realize them edibles that I was eating, they're 20 milligrams a piece. So when I ate 5 of them and thought I was eating 50 milligrams, I really ate 100. That just dawned on me last night when I was looking to see how many edibles I had left. $20 milligram bites. I wasn't thinking. I was thinking they were 10 milligrams for some reason. 200 milligrams, but there's only 10 gummies in there. I had to do some math. I was like, oh, that means they're double the strength. Let me eat a couple more of those. Boy, after dinner last night, I ate a couple gummies, smoked a joint, popped a Xanax, and my ass was out cold when I fell asleep. It was only like a 0.25 milligram Xanny, but Jesus, when I closed my eyes and went to sleep, I was out. You ever do that? Take a Xanax, some edibles, smoke a joint, and fucking just fall asleep? I was watching X-Files. Put on some X-Files. I was out. Tulip. When I'm in a bad mood during the day, my mom be like, "You want one of my happy pills?" A Xanax. That's what she's talking about. I'm like, no. Like, I'm already I'm in a bad mood. I ain't got no motivation as it is, and you want to fucking give me a Xanax? Are you kidding me? Watched a documentary about Billy Idol. Sick. Yeah, I was watching some good old X-Files. I had to skip over the Jersey Devil one, though. All the last 15 minutes of it. The whole fucking Jersey Devil thing, even on an X-Files show, I just can't get into, man. Watch part 1 of the American Revolution. I used to watch a lot of History Channel with shit like that, the American Revolution, Civil War, World War II. World War II was always my favorite stuff to watch on History Channel because my grandpa served, so I've always wanted to know as much as I could. And a part of me, like when I watch those, I kind of like, not that I know that I'd recognize him, but I kind of hope that you see like a video of him, black and white brought to color on the shit. But I don't know that I'd recognize him even if I did. Here's a nice lug boat. My uncle had a lug boat like that when he was alive. The old man's name's Conrad. It's windy out there. It's supposed to rain today sometime, I think. I wonder what that ice is doing out there now.
Agates still kill us. Fires can kill us. That back door is about to fall off.
Oh, time to fire something up. Smoke something. Oh, about freedom of the press getting sued. Yeah, kind of. What's the story behind that? Is that dude really trying to sue him? Wonder if it'll work. I'll tell you, the old sauce hasn't been flying as much since the lawsuit thing, though, huh? Sauce isn't flying as much. Yeah, them guys are getting a little trigger happy with the whole sauce thing. And I'd hate to say it, but your boy Liberty Patrol or whatever, he's been the one that's kind of been at ever since he came around. He's been amping them guys up too. He's been a bad influence, I think. He's out there strictly for the Karens. He ain't out there for, you know what I mean? The Canadians getting sued too. What's he getting sued for? For saucing somebody? I quit watching him. His personality is just too fake. He's being fake as fuck. You know what I mean? Nobody walks around acting like that. Ain't nothing organic or natural about it. He's organically and naturally triggering Karens. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that's organic about it. And if you want to watch a good Karen meltdown, sure, it's fantastic. But if you're in it for the whole end goal of, you know, the whole First Amendment aspect of it, then I don't think he's nailing it. Took a hash in the pipes. Heck. Oh, here's another one. Is Direct D actually in jail too? I keep hearing fucking Bow talk about it and joke about it, but you know, I don't follow closely what's going on with Direct D, but he's actually in jail. Supposed to get 81 days. Damn, you already know that. Oh, I guess your boy Toe there. He's in the loop on everything, isn't he? Yeah. He likes to know the dirt. Your boy Toe. Toe Daddy said he'd smash no pass. Yeah, him and his construction workers. I went through a phase where I kind of was like, you know, him and oh, what's his other name? Not Mad Labs, the other dude, Canada Cop Watch. There for a while, I watched them fairly regularly. I didn't know that True North was running around talking schmack though. Like I said, I don't keep up on the drama. I catch bits and pieces about it here and there on other channels, and then I ask somebody who I think might know more just to get the if I have any real curiosity about it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so here's the thing. The duct tape works so well, and I didn't know it, but all went through and got all the doors, and then they went up. I jumped in the car, and then doors fell off. So technically,
Well, that was just a quick collab. I wouldn't call it working together.
you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take this car to the top.
Yeah, I'm kind of over the whole window baiting thing.
Bring it into the shop. I'm gonna have Cody check it out.
It wouldn't bother me so much if they like stayed there, focused on one place, wait for the cops can't come, spread the education. But it's just the whole town. Keep walking. Don't wait for the cops. You know what I mean? The whole point of the shit is like to get cops on video, see how they act. You know, at least in my mind, and spreading some education. I mean, at the least we can get some cops on video so we can see what they act like. You know what I mean? It gives you a good indication whether they're good cops, bad cops, dumb cops. You know what I mean? Not the cops, really. You know, if you have to fucking trigger a few Karens to be able to have an interaction with cops, so be it. You know, you got to crack a couple eggs to make a fucking omelet once in a while. And if Karens want to be the eggs to get to my omelet, then so be it. You feel me? But beyond that, yeah, and keep pushing until they snap, yeah. But I will say the dude that did come out after him, he deserved to get sauced. I'd have sauced him too. I will say that was a legit window troll. And had they not acted the way they did immediately, he probably wouldn't have continued to troll them. You know what I'm saying? I won't get right up in the window like that very often. If I do, I won't put my camera up in it. I'll look in a window. I don't care. Fucking window shopping for a reason. If I'm walking down the sidewalk and I want to look in the window of a business, I'll put my fucking shit right up on there and look in. And, you know what I mean? It's fucking windows are there for, right? So getting emotional. Oh, don't do that. Are you a woman? I know. He comes on by the time I'm falling asleep, man. I noticed that he's been on a couple times, and I'm not one to go watch a live after it's already happened. No, you're not a woman. You're just an emotional male. It'll be all right, bud. No, I didn't cough up a lung just yet. Do you need a hug? You need a man hug? You need an emotional man hug? Just close your eyes and envision me embracing you, an emotional man hug. And me patting you on the back, and it'll telling you to. I'll whisper in your ear, "It'll be okay. It'll be okay." I'm just fucking with you, son, bro. Don't get sensitive on me, man. It's the killer whale. Oh no, Free Willy, right? That's what your mom said last night, anyways. Free Willy. So I hit it with the zip flop. Michael, what up? Grew a shade tree. What up, Michael? We got a fellow Michael in the house.
What do you say when you found the hinge in a bag of bolts in the trunk? It's like that's Tyler's riding. That's 100% hillbilly.
He asked, he's like, what have you guys been up to?
What do you think of the bag of bolts in the door?
Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Bam. Blessed. I don't know if the day's blessed, but it's a day. The robot rabbit. What's the robot rabbit? Lost me, man. I don't know what a robot rabbit is. I'm dumb. Let me get dumber. It's windy out there today. You talk about like the robot rabbits they use down in Florida for the pythons and cold pythons. Are you talking about those kind of robot rabbits? I seen something about that, but I heard that technique's not sustainable. I forget what it was, what the reason was for. But yeah, they were able to use it in a different way to track them back to some breeding grounds on some of them or some shit. Yeah, I remember something about that. See, I'm pretty well rounded on useless information. How many people would have known about the the robot rabbits in Florida? You know what I mean? I like to think I'm a pretty well-rounded human being. maybe more well-rounded than most.
So we're gonna get this thing lifted.
I'd like to put tires like that on the old Ranger.
So it's gonna take us a minute, but let's we'll take it for a rip. See how
Like
it
put
works.
the Ranger on some 42s. That'd be sick, huh? I don't know how he tuck them up under the wheel well, but you know.
We are setting how much we say? $2,700? That might be a little too much. 50K. $2,700. They're BFT Bajas. They haven't ever been more. At all. Fresh tires. Basically, you got a penny. That's what they do.
Oh, the guy's voice for the National Geographic tweakers. That's the same dude. That's funny.
Jim back at it again. We have orange paint for the D-block rings because the full truck's full.
When I seen that person like pull early in the spring, late in the winter there, and I seen that one vehicle, somebody pulled up to the pump, and then they did this whole backing in and backing around thing. They was doing some weird tweaker driving shit over there at the gas station. I don't know who was. I don't know if any of you were with me when I was live when it happened. But that tweaker geographic, that dude's voice, that's all I could hear in my head while I was watching it. I think I made a little short on it.
Oh yeah, you're too much. They're all painted up. We'll let them dry. We'll throw them on the new Yokohama. It's gonna be mint. What you guys done?
Who's shooting a bow at a drone?
Cool.
Those are good looking tires on there. Stoked about the Geolanders.
I shoot a compound bow, so I couldn't really imagine shooting like compound bow at a drone. If I had like a recurve or something, I could see how people would do that with a recurve. I wouldn't want to do it with my compound though. Something about pulling the compound and shooting any direction other than kind of level just doesn't really feel right.
That's right. I like it. They look good. I think we can compare some stuff. These ones aren't done yet.
Especially when you're trying to shoot up.
Air it up. I don't know if you guys have ever put together a beadlock.
Because you got to hold them at full draw. It's not like a recurve where you can just kind of like, you know what I mean, pop them off. Once you pull a compound back and hit the lead off, you gotta maintain that whole length. Imagine trying to like, you fucking pain in the ass.
They match the color of the truck pretty good. Holy cow! Still makes me flinch.
Tires are on this thing. Let's get a tape measure. Tires look way taller than the other ones were.
Now that the weather's gotten better, if some no king protests start popping up and shit, let me know. I'll drive an hour to one of the bigger cities to go and video one of those, I think.
So in this may force our hand. We wanted the front half of this thing. We did the back half. Now our game plan is to kind of wedge in front of this. To do that, you have to cut all the inner fender out, come off the roll cage, build tube. Soon. We'll get that done.
Tag, what up?
On the FJ, so we can go beat.
do some hunting. I got a main channel that I put other content on where I got like 9,000 subscribers. I'll put some Karens on there. Everybody likes a good Karen. You know what I'm saying? Especially some no king Karens. Well, that's what we'll call it, no king Karen. On the rampage. And then I'll have like a thumbnail of Karen making some ugly face with use like one of the images from the old arcade game Rampage. Some fucking gorilla climbing up the building, smashing on it, named Karen. No kings everywhere. Like a sick thumbnail, huh? Well, we got the thumbnail planned out. Now we just need to get the video. I started a First Amendment content channel a couple years ago. It's been about 3 now, probably. I've got almost 9,000 subscribers. You know, some good old-fashioned post office audits and city halls and cops and courthouses and, you know, Karens. Libraries. All the good old traditional public places that I can video. John, inspire you to be brave. Inspire you to be brave and do what? There's a lot of, dude, get into, if you don't watch that kind of stuff, I recommend watching it because there's a lot of good information in there that can protect you if you know it and know how to apply it, man. And that's what it's really about, is fucking knowing how to protect yourself from cops and government. And when in doubt, just keep your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? Most important thing you can ever do when having interactions with cops. Don't forget that. Because anything you say can and will be used against you. Not for you, against you. That's why you have the right to remain silent. So when the cops are talking to you, it's because they're looking for a reason to arrest you. And if they haven't already grabbed you, it's because they don't have nothing, and talking to you, you will usually give them something. You know what I mean? Because if they already have a reason to arrest you, they won't even say shit. They'll just fucking grab you. They don't care. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I really recommend watching that shit, man. So much useful information. And it wasn't until I was about in my late 30s that shit really started to click. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm older, I value that information, because boy, if I'd have known it when I was younger, certain information possibly could have saved me a lot of grief in life. Just the power of silence when dealing with cops. The most powerful thing you could ever do. I don't care if a cop threatened to cut my wiener off. Tell me or I'll cut your wiener off. Well, I'm still gonna not tell you. I'm gonna take the wiener. No, I'd probably have to tell him I'm keeping the wiener. But you know what I'm saying? It's like there is no punishment that they can give you that. It's not like they can keep you forever. You know what I mean? They might like to make you think they can, but the reality is they can't. It's hard for them to get away with keeping you forever and nobody knowing.
Hydrated, it just helps you with your mood, your clarity, basically just your everyday.
It may take a while for somebody to figure it out, but
Element's most popular drink flavors with any purchase at drinkelement.com/fabrats.
Find your favorite Element flavor, share with a friend. If you try Element and don't like it, it's risk-free. That's drinkelement.com/fabrats.
oh, got the good old boy system there. Yeah, even more of a reason to get the fucking have an understanding on your rights and some basic laws, dude. Like when you have to lawfully ID, you know what I mean? And to understand the reason, you know, the mindset of if you ain't doing nothing wrong, you ain't got no warrants, just give them the ID, you know what I mean? You ain't got nothing to hide. That mindset has led these people to believe that they're entitled to your information when they're not. And I highly recommend never IDing unless you've been threatened with arrest. Because we need to take that entitlement and that power back. You know what I'm saying? That gives them that feeling like they're over you and they own you or some shit. I don't know what their fucking mindset is, but like they say, rights are like muscles. You don't use them, you lose them, man. And if you don't know what your rights are, you don't really have rights. You know what I'm saying? Gotta know what you have before you can say you have it. It's like saying you have a Ferrari, but you can't tell nobody what year, color it is, or what package it is. You know what I mean? Never seen it, never used it, don't know. It's just there in the garage. Yeah, cops are definitely on a power trip, and they will abuse that authority, dude. That's why you gotta fucking know these things. It's important. I don't know how old you are, man, but you're a young man. Fucking get to know it. You live in a fucking area where you already know the cops are douchebags. Know the stuff to protect yourself, man. And don't be afraid to teach your friends it, too. Knowledge is power, and we gotta fucking take the power back, and it starts with getting young people on board as well. Oh, you're 40s? Well, shit. Fuck, dude. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir here. Should already know this shit. Got kids? You know what I mean? Got kids? Know this shit for the sake of your kids. Teach your kids how to protect themselves. They got fucking, if you got kids, they still got a long life ahead of them to deal with these bastards. And these piggers aren't getting no better, you know what I'm saying? They ain't getting no better. They're not gonna tell you what your rights are. They're not gonna tell your son or your daughter what their rights are. You know what I mean? They want to get around your rights. If you ain't subscribed to a bunch of channels, go subscribe to a bunch of channels and start watching them.
Most people achieved clear skin from head to toe. Many were 100% plaque-free. And many were completely clear even at 5 years.
Mine's 23. My only one's 23. I'm lucky I was able to instill enough of the fucking the understanding of the rights and shit like that. And the older he's gotten, the more he More it's clicked for him, especially since he's moved out. So he's all about knowing his shit now, you know what I mean? I wish I'd have had somebody around when I was a younger young man to fucking teach me the value of these things and knowing that stuff, man. I think that's what's missed on fucking the education and stuff that schools teach, and even us as parents teach the value of knowing and understanding your rights and shit like that, and how laws apply to them, and you know what I mean, knowing as much as a reasonable person should on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? So you're more of the mindset, just as long as it doesn't happen to you, you don't care, right? You just avoid them. That's fine, I get that, but you know, what do you do when a cop puts you in a situation where you can't avoid him? Right? Because you look suspicious, or for some reason he wants to say your car smells like weed, or what are you gonna do then? Right? Got you pulled over on the side of the road. One of them good old boys. What do you do then? You probably just comply or else, right? Just comply or else. That'd be the best thing, probably. Let me go get another cup of coffee. I'll give you guys the outside view. Comply or else. Oh, we got to take down the green screen, maybe. Can you guys see out there? I can see now. I can see clearly now. Michael the Archangel is gone. Yeah, go watch his channel. He's a nice old fart. Catch him on one of his lives, though, when he's a little tipsy. When he's a little tipsy, been smoking the Dragon Slayer.
You're fine. You're not gonna tip over. You're fine. Right on the steering wheel. There you go. Turn back now. There you go. Yep. It's like a cheat code. I just point and go. You literally can point and go. Like nothing. Just walked up over that. Yeah. Yeah, it's like cheat code.
Boy, it's windy enough out there. I might have to fire up the old fireplace today.
Let's see what waterfall looks like. Yeah, this is the hard. This is the
Oh wow, I see nothing but open water. So all the ice that was out there blew over by is either all melted or over by the boat launch now. But it's all open water out there now. Put some socks on and some, maybe some sweatpants.
These tires are good. Wow. These tires are good.
Oh,
Itchy right there. Normally I have to get after it and get it up that hill. You're so close.
how are those?
Work the front. Work the front a little, both ways.
Different ones here.
Keep going. Keep going. Jake's front. Keep going this way a little. When it hooks, come back. Now come back. Keep going. Just keep going till it lights.
We don't want all the little ones.
Hey. A little more. A little more.
I could
Try to get that layer to come up. Now nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. There you go. You just put your fingers into that rear end until it starts to bite. He'll get the rear steer figured out. There you go. Now come back. Come on. Now come back. Hard back, hard back. There you go. Go.
Did who get tased?
I like those tires. They seem to bite. They hooked on that hill. Awesome. Well, don't pass the first one, so it was traction, but
Well, funny, even when being assaulted.
let's keep going. That's pretty much the hard part to this. The rest is pretty easy, just cruise up through here. Alright, cruising on.
Yeah, I like to say some funny, stupid shit. People do act weird to a camera for some fucking reason. I've never put much thought into it even before I started making content like that, but if I'd have been walking around, somebody had videoed me walking around, I doubt I would have really even said anything. Might have looked at them, maybe even give them a finger, but like, to go say, hey, stop videoing me? I don't give you permission. You ain't got my consent. I wouldn't even waste my time. If it bothered me that much, I would just keep it moving. Get away from the camera. Now if they're like following me around blocks or some shit, then I might tend to get a little curious. But if I was just like walking down a sidewalk in the middle of a town and walked by some dude videoing and he just tracked me as I walked by, I'd just keep fucking walking. I wouldn't even do two shits. But whatever.
This little thing's pretty good.
Your town's a pretty good little tourist town. Always people taking pictures, right? I'm surprised. I mean, clearly a lot of people take pictures out in public. You know what I mean? Fucking social media is proof of it.
Tires on it, but I don't know. It's steep.
Even if you just want to go out there and stand on a fucking corner and video life as it happens. "15 minutes of some life as it happens on a random street corner somewhere," you know what I mean? Post it on the internet. Be there forever. Be a moment in time forever. Documented. 100 years from now, somebody can pull it up on YouTube or another platform or God knows, you know what I mean? Like that's what it looked like there 100 years ago. That's what we do now, isn't it? We can do that now. Just think if some fucker wasn't riding the fucking trolley on down San Francisco, riding frickin' trolley, cranking the fucking camera. We'd never been able to see that. You know what I'm saying? Even if that's all you do. I think that's cool. Oh, there's sticks in my yard. New sticks. Oh, shit. I gotta go pick up sticks. Can't be having no new fucking sticks. Not yet. No, sir. We do not like the stick. Yeah, we're gonna have to go get that stick. I know, damn it. I spent fucking 3 hours raking that fucking yard day before yesterday. And we have a fucking stick in my yard. You know what I'm saying? That is not happening. Bentley says it ain't happening either. He's gonna come get that fucking stick. Wait, where's my stick picker upper so I ain't gotta bend over? Yeah, fuck that. Oh, my Crocs. Hopefully they're dry. I wore them in the shower. Son of a bitch. Look at how clean that shower wall is, though. It's clean. Tub needs a good scrubbing still. You can see where I stopped, because that's as far as I was bending over. Somebody else, my mom, she's shorter. She can handle the rest of it. Yeah, they're dry. Clean as fuck, though. Mom bought this and the fucking spray thing won't work, and I turned this thing to each freaking side, pumped it 20 times. No, none of them worked. Junk. Fucking junk. It's brand new too. Luckily I had some Kaboom. So I hosed the shower down with some Kaboom, and then I sat down on the shitter and took a Kaboom. And then after I did that, who's coming outside? Coming out for a minute, Bug? Come on. Pee-pee. No, you're just gonna hang out in there? Alright. So we'll get this fucking stick. I just gave Bentley a bath the day before yesterday or whatever. So he's been dropping a lot of hair. And he was wanting in my room yesterday. And I did his nails yesterday, and he came outside. Well, Mom came back when I'd started him. Well, when he 20-30 minutes later, when he come back to my room, his feet and shit were wet. And I had my one blanket spread over the bed, so because I was gonna do his nails anyways. And so I finished his nails, and I kicked him out of my room because his feet were wet. And I didn't want him dropping a bunch of hair in my room, and then he was all depressed, and he sat outside my door forever. Damn it. Ah, damn it, I forgot it. I wonder where it went. See, flowers are popping up right there. I just roll this out. I pulled, oh damn. I don't know where the rest of it went, shit. I pulled some of that out. I need to dig that out of there. It's some plastic. I don't feel like fucking with it all. But I pulled out a handful of it. And I forgot to pick it up, and the wind blew it all away. Well, here's some of it. There's some of it. Got some flowers in there. Look, we're getting some green buds. Looks like the deer been munching on them a little bit though. There's some more of it. I need to get in there and cut all the little sprouts out. I want to clean this up. Damn it. Pull this black thing out of here. Maybe I should get in there and cut all those little ones out. Keep going. What up? It's fuck today. Where this shit come from? We're back. We're here. Oh, we're here. I don't know where you guys are. Bring it here, Ben. Come on, bring it here.